Welcome back to LexBuds Pick and Roll Podcast, Episode 9. Brandon,
Episode 9. Holy
episode
cow.
9.
Jeez Louise.
Right?
Crazy.
Who would have known?
I don't know.
Brandon, we have a new segment on the show today. I'm very excited for it. I'm interested to see what people think about this. We're going to try something new. So as we talked about earlier, I went to our hometown of Whitesburg in Letcher County, Kentucky this weekend. While I was there, picked up our hometown newspaper, the Mountain Eagle. Brandon, the Mountain Eagle has a section in their paper that may be the best section of any newspaper in the country. It's called Speak Your Piece.
Yes, it is.
Anybody from the mountains, especially from Whitesburg, knows exactly what it is, Speak Your Piece. This was growing up when you would get the newspaper, when the Mountain Eagle came. Everybody immediately turned to this section. And what it is, and I'm going to actually just read right from the top of the page. It says, tell us what's on your mind. No need to give your name.
Yes,
and there's a phone number.
It's great.
So you call the phone number. You say whatever you want, and they will print it in the paper. This was, Brandon, before there were chat rooms, before there were, Google chats and all the ways that we have to communicate today. The Mountain Eagle was really on the cutting edge of this sort of thing, of allowing people to express themselves. This pre-social media, pre-anything, really. Brandon, what overall thoughts on Speak Your Piece?
First of all, I was always upset about how many pages were in the paper that I had to flip through to get to Speak Your Piece. I love Speak Your Piece. And this is a true, unedited version of what people think. There's Facebook algorithms and Twitter algorithms that put some people to the top of your feed, some people at the bottom of your feed. You know what? This place just prints it. And whatever is said is said. And
whatever,
if the aliens drop down on the planet after, the apocalypse or whatever, and they say, what was Earth really about? I hope that the first thing that they pick up is Speak Your Piece from the Mountain Eagle. I think it says so much about our society in general.
Yeah, so this is unfiltered, just people's raw. That you can call about anything. You can call about politics. You can call about how your neighbor is a tree branch is coming over across your fence. I mean, you get literally everything across the spectrum on this section. So I thought what we do, Brandon, I've gone through and I've picked out some of the highlights, some of the best comments that people have called in to Speak Your Piece. And I'm going to read them aloud. We may go a little back and forth. Have you read some too?
I would love that.
And let's see what this puts us really on the pulse of America, I feel like.
And that's what we are. At our core. Aren't we the pulse? Aren't we the pulse of America?
Yes.
Yes,
we are. So this will give us a great idea. What are the people of Eastern Kentucky, our state, our country, what are they concerned about? So without further ado, let's go through Speak Your Piece, Brandon.
I'm excited.
All right.
And I haven't heard any of this, by the way.
You have not.
No, I'm really excited.
So we are getting your absolute raw initial reactions to this.
Sweet.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So here is comment number 1.
Okay.
To a certain person who stole from me in broad daylight, I know where you are shacking up in Line Fork. You think you're going to get away with it, but you are wrong. The U.S. Marshals know all about you. Everybody knows you are a thief. And Brandon is already cracking up. He's already lost control.
I'm going to have a hard time reading.
Brandon, what is going on in Line Fork? What is happening?
Well, Line Fork has got a reputation, I guess. What do I know about Line Fork? Well, I can tell you this person, obviously, it makes me think it's somebody that is like close family or friend.
Okay.
Initial thought was, this person really knows who this person is, because you don't make that accusation against Joe that lives a couple hollers over because you don't really know him. You know this person, and in fact, you know this person to the point that the U.S. Marshal Service is on their ass.
Yeah, I want to know what was stolen that the U.S. Marshals had to get involved. This had to be something pretty serious.
I am so excited about this.
I don't typically call the U.S. Marshals, when I'm upset with someone, but
no,
this person did.
And you wonder if this person that stole knows that the U.S. Marshals is on them. I mean, do you know, it's like that movie The Fugitive.
And there was a sequel to The Fugitive called U.S. Marshal.
That's right. I mean, it makes you wonder if this person knows, and now it's out and Speak Your Piece, does the person that stole said property start playing things a little closer to the vest?
Yeah, someone is being searched for in every hen house, outhouse, and whatever the line is from The Fugitive. Tommy.
That's right.
Yeah, so this person is about to get caught if the U.S. Marshals are
What
involved.
do you think they stole?
I don't know.
That forced somebody to call Speak Your Piece. Let's take a guess. What do you think they stole?
Well, it says it was in broad daylight. So
okay, well that could be anything.
So it leads me to believe maybe it was something that they had outside. Maybe somebody stole their car.
Maybe, but I mean, how do they know they stole it in broad daylight? How do they know? Because wouldn't they have stopped them?
You would think so.
Wouldn't somebody have stopped them?
Well, maybe they tried, and then they called the U.S. Marshals.
Oh, jeez.
But you're skipping over a key part of this, Brandon.
Please share.
This person knows where the thief is shacking up in line for.
That's true.
So they have to know who the person is, right?
They have to know the person, and is this person an accomplice? They're shacker upper. I don't know what the proper term is. There's the shacker upper
shacker,
and the shacker
the shacky,
the shacky and the shacker. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. This person has to know this person. They're either friend or former friend or some form of family member. There's so much.
I now feel bad for the shacky because now they're involved with the U.S. Marshals. So
now, who is the shacky?
I thought the shacky is the person.
No, wait a minute. Wait. I'm getting lost.
The thief is the shacker, right? And then the person they're shacking up with is the shacky.
That makes sense, yes.
Okay.
I'm with you on that.
But either way, so, I mean, I don't know why this person isn't, if they've got the U.S. Marshals involved, hey, U.S. Marshals, there's the house right there.
You would think that the marshals aren't taking their cues off of Speak Your Piece.
Maybe they need to read this.
Maybe they're good at investigating.
Solved.
Maybe we solved the case. U.S. Marshals, if you're listening, we have solved the case apparently. So just look for the shacker and shacky that stole the stuff on line for it.
In line for it, yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we just solved a
big case.
Yep.
This is a good start.
Yep.
I really like where this is going.
We're 1 for 1, dude.
Yeah.
This is great.
Let's continue.
All right, Brandon. Next one. This is a little bit lengthy, so stay with me. Let me know if you need anything repeated.
Okay. Let me meditate here and listen.
Okay. I'll do my teacher. When I'm reading the state testing instructions. If you need anything repeated, please raise your hand. Wait till I finish the instructions first.
Okay. I'm going to close my eyes and listen. Please go.
I would like to commend the Letcher County Tourism Commission, which shout out to Letcher County Tourism, for developing the lovely Tanglewood Trail. I always see people walking by on it, enjoying a nice evening stroll. Sadly, this is where it takes a turn for the worse, Brandon. There's a guy who runs a dirt bike in the upper bottom, flying through the neighborhood in this walking trail. Even more sadly, after contacting the police several times, nothing is done about it. So I don't know what to do. I'm scared to even walk my dog on the trail because of this maniac dirt bike rider who probably lives in the upper bottom. Maybe somebody will help. Brandon?
Wow.
So we solved one. Do you think we can figure out who this mysterious dirt bike rider is who's causing all this ruckus on the Tanglewood Trail?
A couple things. First of all, Upper Bottom, probably one of the best names for a community in the history of planet Earth. Let me get that out of the way. Upper Bottom, I was always jealous that my holler wasn't named the Upper Bottom. I thought that was the coolest.
That was the coolest neighborhood in Letcher County for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of like being like, hey, I live in the Downer Upper. It's kind of like it's kind of an oxymoron? Upper, bottom?
Yeah. Now, Brandon, and when you went trick-or-treating, the best houses trick-or-treating in Whitesburg is always the upper bottom. That's where you got the high-end candy. That's where you got your Reese Cups.
Oh, you got the full-size candy bars on that one.
Yeah, and your Hershey bars.
Yep. For all you folks that live in the upper bottom, I still expect full-size Hershey bars and full-size Starburst and Skittles.
Yeah, you weren't getting the circus peanuts or any of that crap or anything like that. You were getting the good stuff if you went to the upper bottom.
Yeah, you went. So here's the thing. So I think that this dirt bike rider, my guess is that there are not a lot of these people. This dirt bike rider knows who they are. And somebody has either texted them or Facebook messaged them or whatever to get in contact with them and say, hey, man, you're in Speak Your Piece. because you're the only guy that rides dirt bikes in the upper bottom. I didn't know that happened. That seems like a pretty upstanding part of Whitesburg,
It is.
Kentucky.
It's a very nice part of town. There can't be that many dirt bikes around there. So I feel like this shouldn't be too hard. I think we can catch this guy. But
wait, do you want to catch him? What are you going to catch him for? Riding a dirt bike?
For ruining their nice evening stroll.
Oh, jeez.
But wait, Brandon. There's more to this story. Okay. 2 more comments down. The same person apparently called back to Speak Your Piece to provide us with an update.
No, what? Oh, hold on one second. So this is separate from what you just read?
Yes, this is a completely different piece that they have spoken.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So apparently, a few hours later, there was an update, and they had to call back to let everybody know. So would you like to hear the update?
I can't. I'm on pins and needles, please.
Okay. Here's an update on the Madman dirt bike rider on the Tanglewood Trail in the upper bottom. I just called the police on him, but no one answers the phone at the city police department.
Oh.
So do what you want to in Whitesburg. Nobody cares. There are no laws. There are no rules.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay. That is even better on so many levels. I don't even know where to start with that one. So is everybody just running lawless at the police department?
Apparently, why is nobody answering at the police department? Is there that many crimes? I mean, is it anarchy in Letcher County right now that police are on so many calls that nobody can even answer the phone at the police department?
Maybe they, part of me thinks that they're screening this person's number. And they're like, that's Betsy again. She's talking about that damn dirt bike. Don't answer the phone. Send it to voicemail. That was my first thought was, you know what? They know who it is. They're screening the call, and they're moving on to do other things.
That's. I had not even thought about that. I bet you are exactly right. Yeah, they've got that number. Yeah, they know exactly who this person is, and they're... sorry, Betty.
Something tells me that Betsy also is called on other things. I'm just going to put that out there. This isn't the first time she's called in to Speak Your Piece. She's got something to say. She doesn't like her midnight strolls interrupted in her neighborhood.
No, not on the Tanglewood Trail.
So if you're revving up your engine on Highway 15, or you're driving down to the walking track down there, near the upper bottom, and you're cranking out your Leonard Skinner, I bet she's called in before on this. I bet we just haven't seen it.
I think you have solved
the case. The problem is Betsy, not the dirt bike rider.
2 for 2.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what else. Let's see what other problems we can solve here, Brandon. I'm going to go to the next one here.
Okay.
All right. This is for a girl over in the Jackhorn area. Brandon, where's Jackhorn?
Gee, I don't know. We'll have to investigate.
I don't. I'm not sure where Jackhorn is, but apparently there's some stuff going on, Brandon, because this is for the girl over in Jackhorn. How in the world do you put up with that big fat tub of grease you're living with? Lady, you're a beautiful woman. Why don't you run that piece of garbage off? He's never going to be any good, and you know that.
Can you please repeat that again? I would like to put some kind of mood music behind you reading that, like a poetry reading. That was a thing of beauty.
Okay.
So what's this next article?
This is about this is for the girl over in Jackhorn, who apparently,
and Jackhorn again is
someone is quite smitten.
We don't know where Jackhorn is.
No,
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, please do. I need to know. I mean, I've heard of Buckhorn.
Okay, go ahead.
But I'm not familiar with Jackhorn, so maybe this will help us figure out where Jackhorn is.
Okay.
Are you ready with the music, or do you want to look it up?
No, I'm looking it up. Go ahead.
Okay. You want me? So go ahead and read it again.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Here we go. This is for a girl over in the Jackhorn area. How in the world do you put up with that big fat tub of grease you're living with? Lady, you're a beautiful woman. Why don't you run that piece of garbage off? He's never going to be any good, and you know that.
So much to say there.
Big fat tub of grease.
That is a harsh accusation.
It is. And it kind of makes you wonder, why would such a beautiful lady be with a big fat tub of grease?
Great question. Just so you know, I looked this up. Jackhorn is a suburb of McRoberts and Fleming Neon.
Oh, yes, the big metropolis of McRoberts and Fleming Neon.
Yes, it's a couple hollers over.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a couple hollers over on Highway 317.
Okay.
For those that don't know.
Okay, so if you are a big fat tub of grease on Highway 317,
I mean,
you're being called out.
You are being called out. I mean, okay. I don't think you can call somebody out like that. I'm sorry. If you had a problem with it, you go talk to them face to face. I don't think you call speak your piece for that. Why would you go out and say something like that to somebody? Why? Why would you say it like that? Be a man. Come out and say, you know what? I like you. I think you should be with me instead of somebody else. I think that this particular person needs to man up, grow a pair, and go and talk to the person that they like. That's my opinion. I think Fat Tub of Grease did nothing wrong. They're just a fat tub of grease.
I know it's not his fault.
It's not his fault. That's just who they are. Yeah. And that's fine. And you know what? I don't like it. Suck it up. Be a man. Go and talk to the person that you like.
Well, Brandon, if you don't like that, you're not going to like this either. Because there's more.
Oh, no. So they called back in?
And this they immediately called back in. Okay, the last one I just read to you, there were a few comments in between, but this is the very next comment in Speak Your Piece. So this person probably hung up the phone and said, "You know what? I'm not done with the big fat tub of grease. I have more to say."
I cannot wait.
They didn't get it all out the first time, so
please tell me.
Here is their second call to Speak Your Piece.
Okay, let's do it.
This is for the guy in Jackhorn, the big old tub of grease. I'm going to take your wife away from you, you big punk. Me and I can't read it if you're laughing, man. You got to stop laughing.
Just keep going. Just go.
Oh, okay. Oh, I already forgot where I was. Okay. I can't breathe.
just
oh my God.
Just keep going.
You're gonna have to read.
I can't read it.
Oh,
you're gonna have to read it.
Woo. Okay. All right. Let's get serious.
Okay, I am serious.
Okay. I'm going to take your wife away from you, you big punk. Why is this so funny? Oh, goodness. Okay. Excuse me.
Start again.
Okay. I can't start. I'm just going to have to pick it up. There's no way I'll make it through the whole thing. All right. Me and her had a little round once before. This time, I'm going to take her. And I'm also going to take the toe of my boot and put it where the sun doesn't shine. Okay. All right. So, okay. So the big fat tub of grease has been called out again. And now he's been threatened with violence, Brandon. The big toe of his boot where the sun doesn't shine. Okay. What now you're already upset at this person. Are you more upset now? Get it together. Come on.
All right. So he's had a round. He's had a round with this person already. So now I don't feel so bad. I think the fat tub of grease deserves better because this person's already had a round with whomever it is. The neighborhood mattress. He's already had a round with her. I think the fat tub of grease deserves better.
That's right. He does deserve better.
Yes, now I'm on side fat tub of grease.
This story just took a total different turn.
Yep,
total different turn. So this lady, yeah, she this poor guy. I feel bad for him.
Which one, the fat tub of grease or the guy that?
Yeah, the fat tub of grease. I mean, he's just he's a committed man. He's just a guy trying to make this relationship work and. Here they're out taking another round with them.
What's the population of Jackhorn?
It can't be many.
I'm saying 100 at best.
If that.
At best. And then you're narrowing it down to a fat tub of grease. So that narrows it down to what? I don't know. Let's just cut it in half just to keep the numbers. Let's say 50 people.
Okay.
Okay, now you're talking about somebody that is in a relationship living with someone that's not married.
So that's, probably another 50%. So we're down to about 20 people.
So do you think that the fat tub of grease knows who they are? Do you know that they are self-aware enough to know that they are the person being talked about and speak your piece?
I hope that he does, Brandon, just so he can kick this woman to the curb. This hussy who
Trash.
Who's messing around with him for some loser who has nothing better to do than to call speak your piece and then hang up and call directly back.
Yeah, I say let them have them. You know what?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go on.
You deserve better.
You
big
deserve
fat
it.
tub of grease.
That's right.
All right, Brandon, I can't read the next one. I've completely lost control on that
That's
one.
all right.
I'm going to let you read the next one.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, here we go. This is a new call-in, by the way.
Okay.
To all you forked-tongued people out there putting Donald Trump down, how many of you cashed that $1,200 check? If you were so against Trump, you would not have cashed that check. So it just shows what a bunch of filthy hypocrites you are. Have a nice day.
I did not say have a nice day at the end of
It
that.
did, you forked-tongued heathen.
But have a nice day. Oh, wow.
I don't even know where to go with that.
Is it forked or forked?
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 I don't know.
I thought it was forked.
It is in Lexington. I think in Whitesburg it's forked.
Okay. Either way. Okay. Let me say to you, Miss Forked Tongue.
Forked tongue.
Okay. I cashed my $1,200 check. I would like to say to you, okay, did you cash Obama's stimulus check when that was sent out a few years ago? Because I bet you did. Okay. Nobody's going to turn down money. Okay, that would be stupid.
Did Obama send out stimulus checks?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
No.
I got an Obama stimulus check.
Well, good
I went out and stimulated.
Good
with
for
it.
you, you forked tongue heathen. Good for you.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, they send them out so often. I don't know.
But I mean, regardless, Trump is not the one who signed the checks.
His picture's on them. I think. Is his picture on them?
I don't know. I got mine direct deposit, so I don't know.
Okay.
I can't. Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. I like to picture that he is the one that's signing the check. If there was one duty that he would take great pride in, it would be signing that check.
He signed thousands and thousands of checks. Just spent an entire week signing everyone's.
Yeah.
$1,200
So
check.
if you deposit a check, does that make you a forked tongued?
Apparently, I'm a forked tongue.
So you're a snake.
No.
That implies that you're a snake, correct?
I think that's what she's implying. I think that was what she was trying to get at.
I much prefer if somebody just called you a snake.
Yeah. We don't need all these fancy terminologies and analogies.
Jeez Louise.
But she did say, have a nice day. So maybe that makes up for her derogatory comment to me.
Does it?
No.
What if the guy that called in on the fat tub of grease said, hey, I'm going to steal your wife and we've been screwing around. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Does that make it better?
It's kind of like when you say with all due respect and then you just say something completely disrespectful.
Yeah.
It doesn't make up for you. It doesn't mean you get to say whatever you want.
But I said with all due respect, you're a moron. I'm going to steal your wife and we've been cheating with each other for the... No, you don't get to say that. You know what? If somebody sends me a check, I'm cashing that sucker the same day.
That's right.
Before they change their mind.
Absolutely. Okay, Brent, I don't think I can physically read anymore because I just about lost it on that last one.
Yeah.
I do have... There's an article on here that I want to get your thoughts on.
Okay. I haven't seen this, by the way.
You've
so
not seen this.
You're getting a
This is
natural
brand
reaction
new.
here. Okay, let's do it.
Apparently there's a section in Speak Your Piece that is about... It's a kind of a hunting section.
Of Speak Your Piece or the Mountain Eagle?
Of the Mountain Eagle. This is different.
Oh, okay.
This is no longer Speak Your Piece. We're moving on to the actual articles in the Mountain Eagle.
Let's see it. What do you got?
Okay, Brandon, I want to know if you know what this person is talking about. Now, are you a hunter, Brandon?
No.
Okay, so you're probably going to be with me because I also am not a hunter, and I was completely bewildered when I read this. So I want to see if you can help me figure this out. Okay, so here's the article.
Let's do it.
Daylight broke this morning just like it's supposed to as summer nears and mulberry squirrel season goes on. I could hear the limbs drop the heavy dew as the gray tails scurried to find their breakfast. Problem was, it was so foggy and I could not see them. Brandon, what the heck is a mulberry squirrel?
You know what? That was the first thing when you said it. You lost me on the entire article because I spent the whole time trying to figure out what a mulberry squirrel is.
Yeah. That's yeah. I was reading this, and I know what a squirrel is. I know what a mulberry is.
Do you?
Well, it's a. I mean, it's like a fruit. Right?
Is it? Have you eaten mulberry?
It grows on a tree.
Have you eaten it?
I've not eaten it.
Okay.
But my mom has a mulberry tree. I saw it today when I was there. She was giving the kids mulberries off the mulberry tree.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
So
I spent the whole time, after you said mulberry squirrel, I spent the whole time thinking, wow, there's different breeds of squirrel.
I know.
And you could have told me that, you could have told me anything, that the world was ending in the next 12 hours. I would have totally missed it because my focus was on trying to figure out what a mulberry squirrel was. So, I mean, that's just me.
okay, so I'm glad we're on the same page. I was completely baffled. I mean, do you think there are certain types of squirrels that only eat mulberries? Do instead of storing nuts for the winter, do they store mulberries?
I feel like they have to. I mean, why else would you give them that name? They have to be. They live on the mulberries.
Yeah, and apparently there's so many mulberry squirrels. There's a mulberry squirrel season.
Okay.
So is there an abundance of mulberry squirrel? Are they causing mischief that we need to hunt some of these particular squirrels?
Is that what they're calling for?
I don't know.
What is this article saying? Are they calling to action people to shoot mulberry squirrels?
I mean, apparently they are, because there's a whole season dedicated to these squirrels.
Gee, oh my goodness. I don't even know what to think about that, Tyler. I'm blown away that there are all these subsections of squirrels that I was totally not aware of. I thought they all ate nuts, put the stuff in the log, stored it for the winter, and they got up and ran around again.
Yeah, I'm with you. This is a whole new thing. I need somebody from Letcher County to please write to us and tell us what a mulberry squirrel is and why there are so many of them that we need an entire season dedicated to their hunting.
Yes, please. And you can find us on Facebook. Just search LexBuds and Pick and Roll, or on Twitter at LexBuds, because I'll be honest with you, I have no clue what this is, Tyler.
Okay.
I'm going to sit here and just stare at you because I don't know what you've just told me. I feel like you've just read Greek to me.
It is. Basically, yeah. That's what I did. I don't know. I need somebody to explain this to me. Please reach out to us at LexBuds on Twitter if you know what a mulberry squirrel is.
We would appreciate it.
Yes.
And I can tell you this will not be the last Speak Your Piece segment. I think this is completely ridiculous, yet perfectly acceptable for this show, and I think we got to do it again.
I'm for it.
Okay.
Next time I go to Whitesburg, I'll pick up another copy, and we'll do this segment again.
I'm going to become a subscriber, I think we have to do it. But, we appreciate you guys listening to the podcast today. It has been a crazy episode. I don't think I've laughed that much in one episode.
No, I was crying.
I didn't think we were going to make it. I didn't think we were going to make it. But always follow us at LexBuds.com. We've always got unique content being put up on there. You can see our interview with Marty Moore on our last episode. You can see our coronavirus timeline article, our This Week in UK and World History. There's always something unique on there that we try to put up. And make sure you follow us at LexBuds on Twitter as well if you want the latest up-to-date news on what we're thinking and doing. And Tyler, I think it was a great show. Let's keep it up. We'll do another one. It was fun, and we appreciate you guys listening. Stay classy, Kentucky.